Welcome back to the Anime Alchemist podcast. My name is Emery.
My name is Gary.
My name is Martine.
It is episode 90. Appreciate you guys for tuning in, whether you guys are listening or watching, and check it out on Google Podcast, Apple Podcast, and Spotify. We do have YouTube, like always. If you guys don't know, you can watch the video. I'm so glad it wasn't captured. You guys can also watch the video a day earlier on Spotify. It's episode, I think I said it's episode 90, right?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, bet.
Spoiler warning.
Spoiler warning, like always. Let's talk about some anime.
Yeah. Let's talk about other anime besides One Piece now, because we did enough of that last episode.
Let's talk about Black Clover.
Yeah, you've been dying for this movie to come out. We've been dying. I've been so fucking excited, and I'll let you take it away. This is yours.
So when it first got announced, I was not enthusiastic about it, even a little bit, because like either I knew they were gonna go off the walls, like something like completely irrelevant, or they were gonna really fuck up what was in the manga. They went to the first thing, which is perfectly fine, because what they did was amazing. It was, first of all, visually, it was so damn perfect.
Oh, it looks so good.
For not having something animated Black Clover for 3 years, I'm overwhelmed with feelings that I can't really express, if I'm being completely honest.
Mhm.
Because like it gave me shit that I didn't know I needed.
Yeah, no, I feel the exact same way. I didn't realize how much I missed the Black Clover animation until that movie came out. I was like, fuck, I forgot. When this show hits, it hits good.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking same, man.
Yeah.
Like all the characters had these little moments throughout the movie where like they come back in, you know, and they have like a key character moment and get to show off their magic, and it's just like, man, we haven't seen them in so long.
Mhm. Yeah, no, it gave the spotlight to like a variety of characters. It wasn't just like the Asta and Yuno show, which I really appreciate.
Yep.
Now I will say, I'm still not over the fact that they tease us at the beginning with the fight between Asta and Yuno, and then we don't even get it. Not even a clash.
I liked
Nope.
it.
Of course you
I like
did.
when they pull that shit, bro. I love it because it's like, no, something more
thought.
important happened.
You couldn't even just do, oh hey, we have to go do this. Like that's just that. That doesn't tell me anything.
So I want something to be clarified so everybody knows. Like, if you want this to make sense, you put it in the like little like training time skip they have right before the Dark Triad attack.
Yeah.
So like it can kind of make sense. I've heard it's somewhat canon.
Yeah, it's like loosely canon.
It's
Canon
very,
event, like canon characters, I guess.
Yes,
right?
like all those Wizard Kings, canon.
yeah, they're all like
Like
legit.
I'm pretty sure those are all legit canon, like previous Wizard Kings,
Mhm.
which is fucking crazy.
Yeah, it's just more so the events of the movie may or may not have actually
happened.
but the lore behind the movie is still accurate, and it's kind of the same thing with like the One Piece film. All the information dropped in the movie is canon and it's accurate. Yeah, but like, when would you place that movie?
Yeah.
There's no fucking way you could place that movie in the middle of Wano. Does that make sense?
Yeah,
So.
Yeah, fair. Okay. That's
And-
fair.
and like, it's such a cock tease, because like for you guys who haven't read the manga, fuck. Like I'm sorry, like they tease some shit that you guys aren't like ready for.
No. Well, I mean, we said that we found out that it's potentially coming back. I still don't know if that's been confirmed or not.
I'm
In the anime?
Yeah.
I'm pretty damn sure it's confirmed.
went
It's
diving.
coming.
Yeah.
It's coming from reliable sources.
Oh my god, thank
So-
you.
That's one big thing that we can really look at this movie and like be thankful for is, yes, we did not get Black Clover for 3 years,
But
and like we were getting filler for a long time, and then the anime ended, COVID hit, everything stopped, Black Clover wasn't coming back, right? Then they had announced the movie.
Mhm.
Right, we got that movie. They cooked, man.
Oh,
They did a
They
good
used
job.
that time wisely. There was not any point where I was like, man, this looks rough. There were things that
Yeah,
they did
no.
that was unnecessarily impressive.
Yeah,
There was a shot from with Asta from the side, right? And he's holding his sword and he like moves his arm out, right? And as he does that, it shifts the camera angle.
with like
yeah,
it's
yeah, it was like an
shot
orbiting shot.
to
It
the
followed
front,
it.
right? And then it shows him do it, and then he swings, and then it makes a cut, right? And it shows a whole different camera angle that's a tracking shot.
Yeah.
And it's like, they don't need to be this impressive with it.
Yeah, everything was so fucking well done. Every shot, every fight. There was never a moment where I could think that the animation dipped, in my opinion. It was so consistent.
There was a small usage of CGI, and it was used well. It did not feel out of place. It wasn't jarring. It was good.
Did you guys know, actually, fun fact about the animation, broke a world record.
It did.
Really?
Yes.
What?
And it now holds the record for the longest like manga animated scene.
Manga
So where like it shifts to black and white. And like
and like the style of a manga. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's kind of cool.
Would you like to guess who the
One Piece?
Yes.
One Piece.
That's dope.
Yeah.
It's the Luffy
Hidden the Celestial Dragon.
Yeah.
That's dope as fuck.
So fucking cool.
and like
I love when any anime does that. Those effects are always just so fucking.
it always looks so goddamn.
I've never seen it be done wrong.
Never.
Yeah, it's just a good safety shot, and it enhances it because it makes you like it tells the audience like, hey, this is a fucking moment. You know what I mean?
This shit hits.
This shit is.
So
I enjoyed the story a lot.
I did too.
I can recognize the stereotypical anime movie tropes, right? Easy, right? But if you look past the fact that it's like kind of a basic structure for the story that they're telling, and like a contrived villain, it feels
It was
like
kind of a contrived villain,
I
yeah.
understand, like it's not the best written piece of media, right? But like it was an entertaining story, and honestly, it was kind of fan service. Like we've been wanting Black Clover. This was made for the fans. This
Yeah,
was made
100%.
for people who read the manga who were like, damn it, I want this anime back.
Yeah.
It's coming back.
Yeah, no, I couldn't put it better myself, honestly. Because, like, again, the story was fine, in my opinion. I think it was probably the weakest part of the movie, but not in a bad way. Like, I still enjoyed the story for what it was, but I was more captured by, like, just the nostalgia of seeing all the characters on screen again, the action, the animation, and everything. It was really cool, and there was, like, some development there. But the story was kind of just, like, I don't know. Cherry on top, I guess.
Man, they made sure to put like every single character possible in that movie. Like
they did.
They gave that second for Lubel and like the second for
Nacht.
Yeah. And like it was well done.
Yeah.
It made sense.
It made sense, and I'm so happy with it because remember for the longest time we were so scared that it was gonna be a movie covering the arc, and every week we were like, how the fuck is this movie supposed to capture the entire arc? There's no fucking way. And I'm so glad that they didn't decide to do that, because they wouldn't have been able to. They would have had to cut a lot of the story out, and that story is important. There are really important moments in this arc that are going to happen that need to be animated in a series, not like episodic style, not movie style.
Yeah
100%. There's some cliffhangers there that
oh my god.
Oh
my god. I'm so fucking pissed about that.
I will say, the entire time I was watching the movie, like, I was just impressed with the animation. Like, I think at points, I was even commenting on it, and like, I'm sorry, I know we're watching a movie, but like, god damn, there were just moments where it was phenomenal. I can't say it enough. Like if they give Black Clover that treatment with the anime, dude, it will be an icon.
It'll come back better than ever.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. And
Asta looked amazing.
Actually, it makes sense for it to come back because it'll be kind of after Bleach hits its highs. I think, I don't know how much of Bleach is left, but the same studio is animating Bleach right now for 1,000 Year, and their priority is probably making sure that looks as good as it can. So I'm kind of like, it makes sense in terms of like the timeline of it. By the time Bleach is kind of wrapping up, that's when they'd be getting back to Black Clover probably. So I am very, very excited because if they do anything near what they've been doing with like Bleach, I'll be happy. I'll be more than happy with that.
Do you guys have like a favorite like moment in the movie?
There were a lot.
Like, favorite like fights?
I'd have to say probably like the Mary Leona fight at the end versus the Wizard King.
Mm-hmm.
That was insane.
Princia.
Fluffy,
Funny Bunny.
Funny
I
Bunny.
thought it was
Yeah.
Fluffy Bunny.
I double checked.
Oh, Funny Bunny.
Yeah.
That was probably the best fight of the movie, in my opinion.
Yeah.
That
Like-
was phenomenal.
There's
that
so
was-
much going on in that movie. It's hard to keep track of who was fighting who.
Mhm.
You know what I mean? Because like the old man with ice powers.
Yeah.
like,
He was tough.
That was
He
a
was-
good fight.
Yeah.
Mhm.
It took a lot of people to take him down.
Oh, but then the Yami fight was also just as good as all the other
Yeah.
ones.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Against Jester.
Yeah.
Yeah, Jester's dumb
Jester's
shit broken.
So cool. I feel like he's the strongest.
Out of all of them.
I've heard.
Yeah.
Ooh. I don't know. I'd
I
say it's
Wait,
between him and
hold on.
Fluffy
Which
Bunny,
one's
Funny Bunny.
Jester?
He's the barrier one.
The one who's the one with white
Crystal.
hair?
Yeah.
Him? No, he's the strongest.
Wait, you're saying he's the strongest Wizard King? Okay, because this is a whole topic I wanted to get into.
Out of all of them, including
All of
Nova
them.
Chrono,
Yes, and Lemire.
I don't think Lumiere was that strong.
Huh?
I don't think he was.
Yeah, no, he was
That
just
strong.
strong in that time.
He was strong for his time period.
You know?
Y'all grasp
Yeah,
what
like,
he
like,
took down,
like
right?
All for One.
Y'all grasp what he took down, correct?
His power was just OP when things weren't that powerful back then.
Inflation, bro. Come on.
And,
His
like, the
power
world-
now
the
wouldn't be
world
anywhere
is
near as strong.
Filled
as, like,
more with magic.
Yeah.
Huh?
Yeah.
I'm not putting his ass fucking. I'm sorry.
I don't know if he's not the weakest.
No.
No, I'm not saying he's the weakest.
No,
I'm just saying he's not the strongest.
Okay. I put Julius at the strongest.
Yeah. That's a really fucking broken ability.
You take Prime Julius.
But he wasn't in his prime. He's a child. He's a
Yeah,
child.
yes.
No,
during the
take
movie.
Prime Julius though. Like,
Oh no. I'm. If we're talking about who's strongest, I thought we'd talk about like in the movie, like
Oh no.
in the movie specifically, probably that
because
guy.
we can't.
Yeah,
we can't
probably
say,
the barrier guy.
Oh, these specific people at their peaks because we don't know what their peaks are.
Well, we take
Well,
whatever we can.
In the
get.
movie, they're all
One of
pretty
them is
peaked.
old.
Yeah, but they're all being fed power through the sword.
Okay, but that's just like infinite mana. They can
Yeah.
fight forever and like throw off big moves.
I mean, in terms of just like if you had to group all of the Wizard Kings together,
Even with
from what you've seen, I guess you know what I mean. It'll probably never be truly like each one of their peak, but from the short display that we got from all of them in the movie and what we've seen Julius do,
Like Julius currently doesn't have a trump card.
like, currently, right? I don't know.
I mean,
actually.
you wanna-
I mean, that's a whole other conversation,
I do have a few
actually.
more chapters I gotta finish.
Yeah.
we could talk about that.
God, that manga.
okay. But I was taking just if you want to take like that incredibly terrifying being, I put that at the top.
What's that?
The Wizard Emperor. Still, I don't know. Do you technically?
I don't count that.
Okay, so then like, I mean, I wouldn't try to compare them to like Child Julius because like yes, obviously he has no fucking time.
Mm-hmm.
But like if you took what fought
Patri.
Patri.
I don't know why I remember the random fucking characters' names, but there they are.
If you take that Julius and put him up against what we saw in the movie, that will slap the shit out of everybody.
But that's because he has that
So-
one trick.
Which
It's like
trick?
I feel like that's the only big thing that gives him the advantage.
The
against-
ceiling?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, yeah, he seals people's time.
That's a broken ability. That's why.
Yes.
Yeah. Like I'm gonna put him at the top just because of that. It's
Like-
not really
like-
fair, but
He's the like result of like just mana evolving since Lemire's time. Like they've all kind of gotten like like it's light based and it's very simple because he just has very simplistic moves for it.
Mhm.
And you see like as like the different Wizard Kings evolved, like they got a little bit different and have a little bit more wider and more complex, more abstract,
Magics.
magic.
That's what I'm
Mhm.
saying. That's why
It
that's what I'm
evolves.
Yeah.
saying. Like Lemire is not
Yeah, no, and like I completely agree. Now I'm gonna be honest,
Yeah, like
Yeah.
after seeing how much
Yeah.
it's evolved from like back then till now.
and so like see like
So
Julius
no,
is
let's
just-
actually rank them. Like, what's their names? Give me the list. It's
Oh.
like we'll start at number 6. It's the weakest.
Mhm.
I'm saying 6 because there's 5 of them, right? And then
and, then
I think
and then Julius, right?
yeah,
hold on.
Okay. I kind of want to put the old guy at the bottom.
There's 6 total.
Okay.
There's Julius, Conrad, Jester, Edward, Princia, and Lemire.
Okay. Yeah,
yeah. I feel like Edward was the least impressive
Mhm.
Wizard King.
Yeah.
it took like the youngest people were able to take him down. I know that there were a lot of them, and he
Mhm.
got kind of overpowered, but he's also the Wizard King.
Yeah.
he should be able to kind
handle a
of
bunch of
handle
kids.
a bunch of
Yeah.
kids. So, yeah, that kind of discredits him in my world.
He's also
Like,
being amped.
yeah,
Yeah,
he
it
was
literally-
a roided up fucking Wizard King.
It literally took a damn royal for him to go down.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay, so we'll put Lemire right above him
Yeah.
Yeah,
at number
could-
5.
I
I
do
can
that.
say that because, like, yeah, he's definitely stronger than Edward. But when you compare it to how the magic has evolved throughout time and all of the, following Wizard Kings, yeah, I don't know if he could keep up. And who you have above him?
How do you
I don't
compare
know.
Conrad to Princia?
Conrad?
Yeah.
What was his normal magic? The one that just steals?
Key magic?
It just steals other people's magic,
Like-
basically.
It allows him to like open up. Fuck. Yeah, pretty. Yeah, I mean, a lot. Yeah, like
It was kind of convoluted.
It's
I
very
got,
convoluted
He
and vague.
essentially snatches their essence of their magic and like
Mhm.
absorbs
keeps it himself, right?
Yeah.
That's kind of powerful.
Like he took Noelle's magic.
Yeah.
Like she couldn't use it really. I mean,
Yeah,
she
he
kind
didn't like copy it. He straight up stole,
Stole
it.
it,
from
yeah.
yeah.
She
Kind
could
of like
use the sea
what they did
serpent.
in the Quincy's did.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
And stealing the bankais.
Bankais, yeah.
Yes.
So that's an.
Full on stealing it.
And then I would put him pretty high up just because of an ability like that.
Yeah.
And he wouldn't be as good using all of the other magic he steals, but having the ability to steal
Mm-hmm.
time magic
But the
or light
question is,
magic.
Yeah,
why
that's the thing.
didn't he steal the time magic from Julius?
Because good.
Because it was too strong.
Yeah.
Okay, so then that kind of gives you that hierarchy. So I would still put him under Julius then.
Well, I think the one of the biggest things is like he has to touch you.
Oh, and Julius isn't gonna. let
Yeah,
you.
you're not touching Julius.
Yeah. So then, could we
Like,
say that
his
he touches anyone
adaptiveness
else?
to monozone and having like the ability to like just see ridiculous.
Then I think.
I feel like Princia. is
Then I would say
definitely above
Princia would
Conrad.
be above Conrad.
Yeah, she can fucking summon all those automatons, and she's got that brutal strength. And we all know how strong Melioriana is.
she's Wizard King level easily.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, now definitely. After seeing that display.
Okay, yeah, because think about that. Okay,
Bro, I love that. She summoned an army, and she was like, boom.
I was like straight up
Is
being
that
like,
it? And she was like, oh, yes, finally.
somebody who can
It's so good.
complete me.
So then I kind of, but you still were saying that Princia was weaker than Jester, the barrier dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
Damn, that
he,
is
he was
kinda hard,
using very
actually.
complex combinations of magic.
Okay.
And he was in the moment experimenting and creating new magic.
Yeah, that's kind of true.
Hmm.
So then above, okay, so then we're thinking above Lumiere
Like Uruhara.
would be probably Conrad then, you're thinking? Because just because he can steal all that magic doesn't mean he'd be incredibly capable of
True.
using
He's,
it
again, not gonna touch the mirror.
as good as anyone else, right?
Well, Lumiere is also using light magic, so he can zip, zip, zip.
Yeah.
Zip.
Like, oh yeah, we've seen him straight up go from like low ground to literally the top
Mhm.
of the church.
Yeah.
So I mean,
So then where are you putting? There you're putting Conrad all the way at the bottom then?
fuck. I mean, kind of. If you don't take that hacky fucking bullshit with it, like when he's gone complete god mode.
Or I can
Yeah,
see him
just base
grabbing-
Conrad like normal,
Yeah,
his normal
like,
abilities. Then yeah, maybe not. Okay, I'm putting him stronger than Edward then.
Yeah, I was gonna
Stronger
say,
than
I can
Edward,
still
but
see him
still
taking on
relatively weak.
Edward, though, because like he's not super.
So
Oh.
Edward, we put Edward at last.
Yes.
Okay, Edward. So then
Then Conrad.
in the mirror.
Then Lumiere.
Edward had a lot of projectiles.
I still don't.
Yeah,
Nah.
how's he gonna get close?
Conrad.
Yeah.
Oh. Did he steal space magic?
I think he could. Teleportation,
Uh,
the portal magic.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
Fergolion.
Or, Finral?
Finral.
Yeah, he
I
could
mean-
definitely steal it from Finral, man. The fact that you can do
Yeah.
something like that, I think that's enough to kind of put him there. Because I still see
Okay.
Lumiere being able to like be like outmatch and be faster than him, so I'd put
Yeah.
Lumiere next.
So it's Edward, Conrad, Lemire,
Lumiere. And then
Princia,
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 Jester,
Jester,
and
Julius.
Jester Julius.
Julius Jester.
You think Jester is stronger than Julius?
What?
Why?
I could see Jester being the one who created all these magic items that Julius is finding.
Fair, very fair.
He got white hair. Do we know his last name?
I don't off the top of my head.
No, see, that's one thing with aristocrats, man, with royalty. It's like, you know their last name.
I mean,
I'm still giving it to Julius.
Julius had no like actual lineage. Sorry if that was a massive spoiler. Oops.
Just walks right into it.
So
all.
sorry.
Fucking, why'd you finish the sentence though? You realized halfway through that you were about to spoil, and you're like, I'm already here. Fuck it.
We said spoiler warning at the beginning.
You didn't say manga spoiler.
I thought it was implied.
Well, let's agree to disagree. I feel like Jester has a much more wide variety of what he's capable of
Mhm.
and a larger pool of magic and capability when it comes to options than Julius does. Julius is kind of a one-trick pony that's really OP.
If it's OP enough though.
Yeah, but if you're clever enough to get around the one-trick pony and outmaneuver it,
I don't think he'd
remember,
have
that's
enough
not
time
all
to figure
he
it out. I
has.
think
He also does have like the ability to turn one spell against them.
he can reverse time. He can stop time. He can.
My brain made a Zelda reference.
Oh, nice.
you
Look,
said, you said Julius can?
Yeah.
Can turn, so he could turn
Yeah, but-
Jester's magic against him?
Like if any form of projectiling, yes.
I mean,
And if it's
I don't really think that's a problem.
I don't know fully if he can like seal the like time in a spell.
Who did it take to bring him down?
for Jester or for Julius?
Julius?
For Jester.
Oh, I don't know about that one. Oh,
It was like a combination of like Yami,
and Yuno.
yeah, Yami and Yuno. Weird matchup that I wasn't
Two
expecting.
Of the strongest Magic Knight captains.
Okay, Yuno was not a Magic Knight captain in that moment.
No, agreed, but
Because if you want to take Yuno as a captain, yeah, he's dumb fuck OP, and I'd probably put him higher than everybody on that damn list.
but
Yeah.
It bothers me. I don't
my
like that
point-
Yuno's so
my point
strong.
is they are strong as fuck, and they struggled against him.
I'm gonna leave it at that. I'm still gonna slightly favor Julius, but I can see your arguments for.
I really can,
for
like,
Jester.
I can really
I can see it. I'll give it's a 50-50. How about that? Like it could go either way. I'm gonna lean more towards Julius because I want to.
You guys let us know what you guys think in the comments, please. Like, I know this caused like a whole shit show on my fucking TikTok.
I can see why. That sent us down to fucking time.
Oh man, that was fun. But yeah, sorry, we agree to disagree. I just you like that Julius dick a little too much.
God damn it.
Bro, I named my fucking cat's middle name after his last name.
I know.
That was all before I knew, though.
That's all before I knew.
Oh shit.
That was fun.
Okay, so you've been
Watching some good shit.
anime.
I watched anime in the meantime. Yes, I've watched three shows, and we'll get into those. The last one I think we might have briefly mentioned right before we took our break was I finally watched Blue Exorcist at the recommendation of all of y'all, specifically our lady behind the camera, Bunny Lord herself. And I watched all of season 1 and season 2, and I actually liked it. I liked it a good amount. If I had to give it a rating, I'm probably gonna give it a 7.5 out of 10.
Oh,
He did
okay.
this at the half to be.
I have to do half.
gentle
Yeah.
to
Bro, I'm
blow.
gonna be honest. Like
He
I was
was trying to be
expecting
a
him
little-
just to give it a hard 7.
No.
I'm
He
surprised
did it
on the
to
half.
soften the blow.
Oof.
He was
Yeah,
gonna be a
you
hard
did.
7.
No, like it would have been a 7 if it wasn't for like the last half of season 2.
Mm-hmm.
The last half of season 2 made me so curious about where the show is going with Ren's brother. I forgot his name.
Yukio.
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 Yukio. As soon as I saw that eye thing, I immediately was like, "Yo, okay." And then knowing that like it's not gonna get animated, I'm like, "Well, fuck!" Like, damn, I actually really wanted to know about that. So that's what gave me that half. If it wasn't for that, it would have been stuck at that 7.
It's getting animated.
But the news to everybody listening, apparently it's getting a season 3, and I don't have to pick up the manga. I can just keep watching.
It's great.
Yeah, no, it was solid actually. I will say the beginning was really slow for me. I was kind of trucking through it. I can tell it was trying to build the cast of characters, we're getting to know the kids in the school and everything. I just didn't feel like being in a school, to be honest, and it was slower paced, I guess. Shut up. I didn't feel like it that day. Okay, sue me. But I really liked Rin. Rin was probably my favorite character. I really like fuck, it's been a minute since I watched. I'm sorry, I remember
Bon?
names. No.
Shima?
Actually, I did really like Bon at the end. Bon had a really good character development. But no, the headmaster guy. Mephisto, yeah.
Love
Mephisto's
Mephisto.
probably my
Love
second favorite
Mephisto.
character. I don't know what the fuck his plan is. I
one does.
love just being
He's
lost.
mysterious.
Oh, dude.
He's a wild card, exactly.
Wild card, 100%.
He's the biggest wild card in this fucking show. I can't tell like what his motivations are, and I love that. And I love that like mystery. And I'm just like, what the fuck? What's your plan, dude?
What is he?
What is
He's
he?
very much like Hisoka. Like when he pops up, you're like,
Kinda, yeah.
the fuck is he doing here? And what?
And
what's
you're
going on?
y'all are related, but like you're a demon, but like you're good. But that's not a good thing you just did. Like no, he just sit back and watch, and he just watch the chaos happen, not help, not do anything. But he's like,
That's
I wonder like what's gonna happen here. This is kind of entertaining. Why? What? I feel like he wants to like steal Rin's power or something. I feel like he's trying to see Rin like develop or something, and he's gonna.
why
steal
does one
something.
do anything? Sheer
Enjoyment.
absolute boredom.
Yeah. You think is that really what it is? He's just.
No, I'm just quoting.
Alistair,
Thank you.
another demon.
Yeah.
Another demon.
Yeah, that tracks. So really solid. Season 1 was slow. The second half of season 1 was great. The camp stuff when he fought a Maimon. A Maimon was also a really cool character. I loved the fight between him and Rin in the camp. Yeah, you told me that.
God damn.
Well, at least she's behind the camera, so.
Yeah.
Yeah, but she did tell me that, and I'm like, oh, okay, cool. Like that's those little things made me kind of want to pick up the manga. I wasn't like in a hurry to, but I was like, no, I definitely want to at some point, but probably after I finish Magi eventually.
It's a fast read.
Is it? Okay, cool.
And I have every
So let me ask you this: is season 3 potentially going to cover the rest of the manga, or no?
It's going to cover the next arc.
How many seasons could it run based off of like how much has not been animated?
5. At least 5.
Oh, how many seasons to like?
In total or more?
Catch up to the manga, 7.
Oh, 7. Easy.
7 more seasons?
Yeah, it's a lot.
You're telling me in total it'd be like a 9-season show?
Oh, I forgot about
Yeah.
that whole.
So 7
Yeah,
total.
Flashback.
Gotcha.
Forgot about all that history they covered too.
Bro, all you've
Sheesh.
seen is 8 volumes.
And how many volumes are there?
Like 28.
7,
Huh?
Oh.
Oh, 27?
20, no, 26.
Dang, so we've only seen like a third of the show.
Yeah.
I own, like,
Wow.
volumes, so they're catching up.
Damn, okay. That's cool then. I'm excited because hopefully if it does really well, then it'll just keep going. And it gave us faith that like, hey, if a show like Blue Exorcist can get an anime return, if Bleach can come back, who is to say?
Maki can't come back.
Guys, come on. Go check out Magi. Fucking just
Please?
keep it. Keep reading it. Keep pushing it. Tell the world and maybe we'll get a continuation for it.
Let's start.
could-
Let's start a change petition.
We should.
A GoFundMe for Magi.
GoFundMe to start Magi back up.
You guys can read the manga on Viz Media, the app.
Yeah.
So go check that out. I don't know. I have noticed though, I will say, it has slightly become more relevant through social media.
Magi,
Yeah,
that's good.
I've been seeing a lot of Sinbad stuff recently. Somebody just like referenced like
Ugo being
Ugo.
a multi-level god, and I was like, that's so casual.
It's
Like, no, it's like in the background, and they're just like eating chips and dancing, and you're like,
What?
this
What the
looks
fuck?
like a normal video. Why is this? This feels super specific and niche.
yeah. Because like I feel like it's so slept on, and how big the universe of Magi actually is. Yeah, we have no fucking clue. Or like the people who only watch the anime have no clue.
Bro,
I will.
y'all just they fucked up not animating the Solomon's wisdom on.
100%.
I think if they were just to push and animate that, it would have really gave it enough traction to like keep going. You know?
100%.
Like there was just too much lore, and I feel like maybe it is a fault. It depends on how you view it, but this was like Sam's opinion when we talked about it. If he had known a lot of the stuff that was revealed in the flashback maybe a little earlier, he could have seen the anime kind of kept going, and like it would have piqued his interest more. Because with the flashback alone, that's what got him to read the next like fucking 5-6 volumes.
It lays the entire groundwork for like everything
Everything.
that you're about to
Yeah.
get into.
Yeah, so definitely like, again, if Blue Exorcist come back, maybe manga can come back. Y'all check it out, give it a chance, and pick up the manga and read it a little bit. Like you'd be surprised. The artwork is amazing. It's beautiful. The story's crazy. The fights are awesome. Like it really checks all my boxes.
Ask for more.
Yeah, same. No, it's
It's one of my favorite
Yeah.
series. If I'm being honest, like,
if it wasn't
Okay.
for One Piece, it would be.
yeah. If I'm
That's your number 2?
okay, yeah,
Wow, really? I didn't
Yeah.
know it was that high up there.
yeah.
I knew it was in your top 5, and I knew it was in your top 5, but I didn't know it was.
It just consistently gets higher because I'll go back and I'll rewatch a show, and I'll notice like, oh, that wasn't really executed well. You know, I don't know. I just like I slowly realized like it
It has its flaws.
moved up. It's moved up more and more
Yeah.
on my list.
That happens every time I talk about Magi. Like I
Mhm.
forget about it for a while, and then I go and I see like anime clips, or I'll just remember the shit that I've seen. I'm like, damn, no, that's really good, and it just reminds me why I have it. It's in my 5, but I think right now it's just at 5. But it teeters between the 4 and 5 all the time.
See, like I've loved reading it because it keeps me wanting to read, and then like I love every second of it.
Mm-hmm.
And then I love the moment when you turn around and you tell me like, "Hey, man, I just read this." I'm like, "Oh my god, I know, right?"
Yeah.
Because then I'm just like, you remind me of like
It's like-
previous events, and I'm just like, "That's right. It was so fucking crazy, huh?"
Mm-hmm. You get reminded of how big of a scale the story is, and like it has some crazy plot twists, more than I ever expected the show to have.
You have no idea.
Yeah, so check it out. I don't know how we started talking about Magi, but I watched Blue Exorcist and I liked it. Go check that out too, and check out season 3 when it comes out.
I can't believe you watched ReZero, bro.
Yeah, I was about to say, what did you think?
ReZero.
How was the
next
start?
anime. Dude, I gotta say, I was not ready to watch ReZero. I was not expecting it to be as dark as it was. I get it now. Rem,
Uh-huh.
I get it.
Yeah.
I didn't shit on her or anything. I didn't know anything, but like everyone would always put her in like, a top waifu category and everything. And I'm like, I don't see it. She looks like a child. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
And she does kind of look like a child. Okay. But in terms of like her character, 100% get it. I didn't expect to like her as much as I did. She was a ride or die for Subaru that entire fucking time. The entire second half at the very least. I have not seen season 2. I only watched season 1 for ReZero. I will go back and watch season 2 eventually, but I decided to move on to something else because I wanted to give at least that a shot. And that was the one that I promised Sam I would watch if he watched Full Metal Alchemist. So
Fair.
I did like it.
It's a good trade.
It's
Yeah.
yeah, right. It was in another isekai, and again, I'm not huge into isekais, but this one sat a little bit better with me. I am struggling to figure out if I like it more or less than Rising of the Shield Hero, because I'm just trying to like rank my isekais.
Mhm.
My favorite isekai for sure is still Job's Reincarnation out of the ones I've seen. And then I've really only seen... Oh, and then I put Sword Art Online right underneath that. I actually really love Sword Art Online, the first season. So then I don't know if I would put ReZero next or Rising of the Shield Hero, because I did not like the first season of Rising of the Shield Hero.
No, you didn't.
You know, but
Maybe
I really like
maybe watch season 2 of ReZero.
Exactly. So I think like I'll make my decision when I finish season 2. The characters are really cool, but I don't know. Maybe this one's more of like a 6 to me, I guess. I liked it enough to watch all of season 1, and it had some really interesting and dark like plot twists that made me uncomfortable, but overall like interesting enough for me to finish it. I don't know how excited I am to watch season 2 though. Like I can wait. You know what I mean?
Was it like hard for you to watch?
No,
Is it too gory?
No, not at all. I've seen a lot gorier shit.
You
But
watched Game of Thrones.
like, dude, I really don't know. I can't explain into words why it didn't resonate with me the way other shows have, I guess. You know, it's not that I didn't like it, but I didn't love it. You know what I mean? The characters were cool. The story was, it got kind of confusing maybe sometimes. Like, I didn't really understand the whole witch thing for a while until like the end, and then I had Sam explain it to me a little bit better. I was like, oh, okay. It's just, there are some things that I was really just confused about, and I didn't know if I was supposed to understand it then or if it was going to get explained better later. Does that make any sense?
Yeah, that does make sense.
Yeah, so that's how I was feeling most of season 1, because I've seen shows where like I know that I'm supposed to be confused. I know that I'm supposed to have questions because it's set up to be answered later on.
Yeah.
Those I can see pretty obviously. With this one, I couldn't tell if it was just me not understanding it or if it was just going to get explained in better detail later. And that's what made it a little tougher for me to watch that show.
Gotcha.
Yeah, my biggest issue with it was the repeating events constantly. I know it's called ReZero.
Mhm.
I know I should have known what I was getting into. Okay, but those first 3 episodes, we are in the same status quo. It is hard to start off a show like that and expect people to stay interested.
Yeah, I repeated the same beginning like 3 times, 4 times before we moved on to the next like checkpoint. And I guess like that's part of the show.
I understand establishing like, oh, this is what's going on, the strange phenomenon.
Mhm.
This is why he's special. But like, fuck, man. Sometimes it really hindered the story. They're like, oh, we got to make sure we go through our checkpoints real quick.
Yeah.
Oh, let's pick up back at this attempt.
Yeah, like it would just kind of, it wasn't consistent. It would go for a little bit, it'd get really, really dark, then kind of level off again, and it'd be kind of okay. And then it would just fucking plummet into tragedy again, restart, go normal again, plummet into tragedy again, come back. Oh, some progress, he's getting good. Nope, plummet again. Like it was just all over the place. And I get like, not that that's a bad thing.
Mhm.
I just personally maybe wasn't the biggest fan of it because I'm like,
Time travel.
I don't know how to fucking feel.
It's messy.
I like at one
travel's always
episode. It
messy.
is, yes, it is very messy. Like one episode, the one where he essentially gave up and like Rem was talking him out of like running away basically together.
Mhm.
That episode was beautiful. It almost brought a tear to my eye. Such a good episode, right? But the episode before that, I was like horrified at what I was watching. It was just such an emotional roller coaster and not in the way that worked for me.
Okay.
Yeah, I feel that.
It's a weird show.
I wasn't that invested in the characters themselves to see them thrown in so many different situations and put under different pressures to like pull a different side of them out and
Mhm.
show that. Like the cast themselves wasn't strong enough for that type of storytelling, I feel like.
That's a good explanation. Yeah, I think maybe it would have hit better if I resonated more with the cast. If each character I liked individually better, and I do to enough. Like I like them enough. Amelia, I like them enough. I guess, right?
The way you said it, though, I do to enough.
Sorry.
That's the perfect
Bad
way to
English,
put
but-
it, bro.
No.
Like,
No, like Amelia. I actually liked Amelia more than anyone else for a good while until they threw her to the sideline. I was like, well, fuck. Like now she's not doing shit, and I like these other characters more. But she was cool for the time she was on screen.
Mhm.
Subaru, I just feel bad for. I don't like him or not like him. I just feel bad for the guy. He is in like the list of most suffered characters ever. Holy shit, dude. Like that is, I don't know how he has the will to keep
and
going.
most people, I'm sorry, no one knows he's going through these struggles.
Yes,
Nope.
that's the sad part.
Like nobody knows he's been through all this trauma and experienced his death and been killed by people he loves.
And seeing the people he loves die over and over and over in brutal ways, might I add. It's not just like, oh, they got shot. Like, no, most of them were brutally murdered by the witches or whatever, you know what I mean? Or by monsters and shit. So, yeah, no, I just feel bad for him. Rem, I really liked. Her sister, Ron, right?
Ram.
Ram,
love it.
sorry.
Ron Mustang.
Ron, that's what I was thinking of. Ram, she's fine. She also gets kind of pushed to the side once Rem, takes the stage.
She's a pissy little bitch. I never liked her.
Yeah, she's there. I don't even remember the name of the headmaster guy from the house. Like, he's kind of an important character, maybe. I can't tell who's important or not. That's the thing. So, yeah, I don't know. I'll watch season 2 eventually, but I'm not in a huge hurry to keep watching.
Hey, I got kind of the same feeling about something. So I watched Love Is War.
Yes, you did.
And I don't know. Like, I really tried to enjoy it because, like, you sell it so hard. And, like, I made a promise to you that I would watch it. And I promise I'm going to finish all of it.
Okay.
It was just, I think I got really bored of the classroom. Or the,
like the setting?
Yes, but, like, it was, I don't know how to put this. Them just constantly being in that one room for like a good majority of the time.
Yeah.
That drove me.
Student council room.
The student
Yeah,
council
student
room.
council room. Thank you.
I can give you that. And I will say season 3 takes them out of that room a lot more.
Okay.
Trust me, there's a whole fucking festival and they go
There's
outside
beach
a lot
episode,
more.
Dog.
Huh?
There's a beach
There is a beach episode.
See, I know about that. Yeah. And,
There's
but,
a typical festival episodes that are usually really good. That one was actually a good episode. I like that.
I don't. And then just the internal fucking like monologues.
Now, if you don't like that, then you're not really gonna have a good time.
If you don't like that, that's like part of the show, part of the comedy.
I know, and like that's like I was trying to like. I guess
Imagine, dude, it's Death Note, but with love. They're just trying to get the other one to admit it first.
Yeah, that's essentially
Like
the premise.
either
of it.
L is like, no, you're not Kira, or Kira admits he's Kira.
Yeah, no, it's a really good comparison actually. Just
Okay.
fucking
If you take
teenagers.
like the inner monologue is like them analyzing the situation and trying to like make the best strategic move.
Yeah.
Because that's what they're doing.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah.
If you take it a little more seriously, it's actually kind of funny. It's like really
okay.
pretty
So maybe
entertaining.
that's
Look at it from that angle. Maybe that'll
Yeah.
help you like figure out why the show is that way, because you've seen them. They're incredibly smart individuals, and the way that they kind of like do it, they're playing chess with each other. It's like a mental fucking game, but at the same time, they're so oblivious. And that's the comedy that I think is funny. It's like they're so fucking blind at like how they feel and what the situation is.
'Cause
Obviously,
they're
they know they like each other.
overthinking. They're so focused on strategy.
They're
They're
just-
not like looking at the basic signs.
Yeah.
gotcha.
It's like, who's caving first? Who's going to be the one?
Who says uncle?
Yes.
Okay.
They both know very clearly that they like each other. There's no doubt about it, but they just get into their own heads sometimes, right? Because they're overthinking the absolute fuck out of it.
Mm-hmm.
But like, I find that funny because they are so smart and so dumb at the same time.
Same time. Oh fuck.
Yeah. And also, I personally like the cast of characters. I think they're funny. Ishigami is probably
I
one of my
can
favorite
see the
ones.
appeal.
Ishigami is hilarious.
He's so funny, dude.
He's probably the best character because he just says shit and people are like, "Yo, what the fuck, bro? That's not okay."
And he gets a little character arc throughout the show too. By the end of season 3, you'll be like, "Damn, Ishigami, like, good shit," you know?
Okay. I do love the narrator though.
Chica's cute too.
Fuck.
Just watch.
I
it.
love Chica. I
I'm
do
surprised that that's what you
There's
do
a
like.
beach- There's a beach episode and Chica's there.
I'm pretty sure I saw the beach episode.
Okay, well then watch the festival episode and see her in the Uka
Gotcha.
episode.
Bit.
Chica's probably one of the funnier characters. Have you seen the ramen episode? It's like an episode where she goes into a shop and she is eating ramen.
I think so.
Did
It
you,
sounds.
did you like that episode or not?
fucking vaguely familiar.
It's like that episode where Chica comes in and she orders ramen, right? And then we get this entire episode is from or at least half the episode is from the perspective of some random guy sitting at that same ramen bar, right? And he's like a ramen connoisseur, right? And he has tried all of the best ramen shops in the town, and is part of like a club that like talks and rates ramen and shit. He's like the top of the top, like elite in terms of just like ramen, right? Kind of annoying personality, but that's who he is, right? Yeah. Oh, very snobby. That's the word I'm looking for. Super snobby taste. This girl comes in, right? And he's like, oh, this girl is probably going to order like the most basic ramen ever when she doesn't even know that you could actually order like one of the best ramens in the city here. And then she goes and orders the best ramen in the city. He's like, wait, how did she know that was not, it must have been a coincidence. This is all just like an internal monologue that he's having, right? As he's like seeing this girl eat the ramen. And then he's like, well, it doesn't even matter because she won't know the proper etiquette to like the best way to enjoy your ramen is like you pull apart your chopsticks and you do this thing and you eat it with at this angle or whatever to get the best flavor. And then she proceeds to do exactly what he's thinking. He's like, this girl is a fucking genius. Who is this woman? I've never seen anyone else to appreciate ramen the way I do. Like, oh my God. And it just goes crazy. And she hits every single check mark. And then she just leaves. And then you're just left wondering, like, who the fuck is this guy?
Like, that's why there's stalkers out there. That's why she's got all these creepos and she's so experienced in these situations. It's because, like, she's just best girl.
All right, fair enough.
And I don't know, that episode I watched it and I'm like, what the fuck did I just watch? And that's why I like that show, because if I can end a show like that just laughing, it's like, what the fuck is this? I'm enjoying it. I don't take it too seriously at all. I don't watch it for the story. I don't watch it for like plot. I literally just watch it because it's entertaining to me. I find the narrator hilarious. Their antics is just it works, Fair. It's a comfort anime.
You should watch this train wreck of an anime then.
Which one?
Kamisuki.
Kamisuki?
Yeah.
I haven't heard of that one.
Kamisuki. Like,
I don't think I watched that either.
Yeah, it's one of the animes coming out right now. It's that one where they took the video of a farmer on the tractor and superimposed an anime character's face on it and just
why does that sound
put
familiar?
it in the anime.
That sounds vaguely familiar. I feel like I saw that online somewhere.
I think,
it's like it's got some of the worst CGI that there is. Like, it is like intentionally so terrible.
Oh God.
It's like so bad that it's good.
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yes, it is a dumpster fire and everybody wants to see if there's a can of gasoline in there. So we're waiting.
Okay, that's an interesting take, actually. I don't think you've ever recommended a show like that. Like, watch this dumpster fire of an anime.
That was a really fun, interesting way to sell it. Like, I've never heard that way, but like oddly enough,
now I'm interested.
Pretty fucking interested.
Yeah, I was like, how bad is it? Like, we've seen some really bad shit.
It's terrible.
Okay. Well, adding that to the list. But yeah, well, so where are you right now in Love is War? Like, you don't have to finish it.
It's been a fat minute. Yeah, I've been a little preoccupied with other things.
Yeah. Have you finished season 1, do you think, or no?
I'm pretty sure, yeah.
Yeah, okay. If you finish season 2 and you still don't really like it too much, you probably don't have to watch season 3.
I'm gonna truck through all of it.
Fair enough. I respect it.
Can you stop fucking cock teasing me already, bro?
No, you have to guess. I've been watching a secret anime.
Is it Soul Eater?
It is not.
Fuck me. I don't even give a shit now. What is it?
What? That's your friend. You better care what anime he's watching. We recommend him anime all the time.
Now I don't even feel like sharing.
No. It's on the itinerary.
No, we don't care if you care anymore.
If you don't care, we could always talk about something else.
Or team, please share.
Can you share with the class?
Who's your favorite member of Night Raid?
Oh my God!
Yeah.
No!
Yeah.
About fuck. Oh man.
She didn't care.
Well, but you don't care though, right?
Fuck, that's a great fucking anime.
Yo, Akame got killed.
Oh fuck! I'm so glad you watched.
It's so fucking good.
Right?
It's amazing, man. I loved it. I loved it from the first episode. I was telling Gary, I told him because I had to tell someone. He happened to come over to help me with the house. I'm like, all right, I'm gonna fucking tell you now because Emery's not here. I was struggling. I watched that first episode, right? And I was at work when I watched it. It was a slow day. So I pull it up on my other monitor, and I finished that episode. I was like, holy shit. That is one of the best first episodes to an anime I've ever seen.
Mm-hmm.
It's just that twist.
Mm-hmm.
You're like, oh shit, his childhood friends.
They're dead.
They're dead. Just right there. You don't get to meet them at all. Nope.
Done.
Straight death.
Mm-hmm.
There's a whole group of like these assassins who all seem like are individually, they have unique character designs. You've met one of them already before without even realizing, Leone. They all have really cool abilities and shit. One's like a knight, and they just murdered this entire like family basically.
Yep.
But they don't seem like bad guys though, because then they reveal like, no, these guys were the bad guys. They were fucking kidnapping homeless people and just torturing them for their own fun. Entertainment, yeah.
It's like nobody's gonna care about a Wonder.
And I watched that episode and I was like, holy shit. Okay, yeah, no. Next. Right? Immediately next.
Mm-hmm.
And when you can start a show like that, you got me pretty good. Then you meet the rest of the members. You meet all of Night Raid. You meet Bulat, Shell, Leone, fucking Lubbock. I want to get into like who my favorites are out of all of them because they were all really, really cool. And you get attached. And then they die.
Yep.
Because spoiler warning, and we mentioned it earlier, everyone fucking dies.
Everybody fucking dies.
Everybody dies. And that's not fair because I liked all of them.
The main character
dies.
It opens up with him like boom, wombo comboing something and like leaving for an adventure, right? He dies. You watch him in this big climactic heroic moment. And he dies.
And he dies at the end of it. And when this is one of those shows where death is pretty permanent.
Yeah.
There ain't no fucking Dragon Ball bullshit here.
Permanent.
It's
It is permanent.
you die, you die. That's it.
I don't really like. I've seen them come back from a couple grievous wounds, but like even then, they don't
Nope.
death bait.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
No, they don't do like a One Piece. Like,
No, if they die.
yeah. And I really was so sad when they killed off Bulat.
Oh, fucking.
I
Sorry,
loved Bulat, bro.
Man was so well written. I don't give a shit what anybody says.
He was so well written. He was a cool character. He was strong as fuck. I liked his design. He was hilarious too. He was just so funny. And he was such a good pair with Tatsumi.
Yeah.
Tatsumi. Like he was just a great member of the raid and
He's the
fucking
perfect
kill him
character.
off. And I'm just like, why? We already lost Shell. And I actually liked Shell too because they gave her a whole episode of like character and backstory. And I'm like, oh, she's interesting. And oh no, she's dead.
No.
It happened really quick with
It's
her.
so fast. It's like it doesn't even give you time. And that's why I like the show so much, bro.
They give you foreplay.
They did the impossible in how many episodes was it? Like 24?
Yeah.
In 24 episodes, they made me attached to almost every single main character out of the group
Mm-hmm.
and then killed them.
and then killed them off. Every single death to me,
Confidently.
they confidently killed them off. That wasn't like we just randomly decided. No, they fucking knew what they were doing.
It was
Yeah.
like dramatic impact moments
Yeah.
when they died.
Yeah, and they made me care for all of them. Even mine. Mine was my least favorite member until the end. I'm like, fuck, man. Like,
Bro, when the way she went out and like their whole thing, bro, I
not
dug
expected. They threw in romance in this.
that. I actually liked mine, like before the romance. I just liked her design. She uses only pink weapons like this.
Yeah.
She was cute.
I think the only reason I didn't like her too much is because I watched the dub and I wasn't a fan of her dub voice. When I watched
That's
some stuff
probably
in
fair.
sub, way better. So I even want to rewatch it now just in sub because I want to get that experience.
I do have a question.
Mhm.
Do you get the appeal now, though?
Avesta?
Oh, yeah. Oh, dude, as soon as she was introduced, I was like, I got it. I literally saw it
This
because
makes
she's
sense.
introduced by having this dude, like, she has her heel on his head or something.
Yeah.
Like, I think she was making him, like, kiss her feet or something. I don't fucking know. And I saw that and I'm like, oh, I get it.
That's mommy.
Mommy?
But I will say, though, I like Akame better.
Oh,
What the fuck was Tatsumi doing, bro?
Bro.
Yeah.
What the fuck was he doing? She was like, I'll marry you. I'll fuck you every night. I'll cook you dinner. Shit, I'll provide a whole kingdom for you if you want. Do what you want. Do whatever you want. And he was like, nah, fam, I'm gonna do me.
He's like, I'm good. Either Tatsumi has, like, the biggest dick energy I've ever seen, or he just
A
is
total fucking
Do you-
idiot.
a
Do you
total
know what?
fucking
the
idiot.
other?
Do you know what the irony is?
What?
That's the appeal she gets out of him.
Yeah, that he doesn't want
the
her.
moment he showed a simple slip of like real like
Interest.
and like
She was like,
simping
"You're
over. She's
disgusting."
like, you pussy of a man.
Yeah. Yep.
Get out of my face.
Yeah, when he started showing some interest in like
The
maybe getting her to our
moment.
side. Nah. Yeah, but I fucking love Death though.
Now I do love the way they go out.
You like the ending?
Fuck yeah.
So I've heard that the manga has a different ending, and I didn't get a chance to read it, but I really wanted to read the manga ending because I've heard it's very different, right? Or someone has told me that.
Have you
Sam
read?
told me that, I think. What?
I was seeing it with the Bunny Lord menu. Do you know?
Do you know anything about Akame ga Kill?
Oh fuck me, I don't.
Bro, I don't know
You
how
should, it's
she
good.
hasn't watched it.
You
really
like,
solid.
Love it.
Like
100%.
that whole speech that blonde girl gives in the first episode, that right there would she'd be like, "Oh, I'm watching this."
Uh-huh.
She won't watch it, but you would
Yeah,
like it.
no.
This is gonna be one of those where she'll watch it. She's like, "Oh, it actually wasn't that bad." I don't know if she'll love it, but she'll be like, "It wasn't that
I
bad."
guarantee I would put money on this. That after she watched it, she would put money on probably a really nice Akami figure.
But it definitely has that scene with the main character where it's like, what girl is he gonna pick? Not the scene,
Uh-huh.
but like it has a like, what girl is he gonna pick?
Because you could
Kinda-
definitely
There's a
Right,
lot of girls
kinda
that are in the
thing.
show that could be romantic interests. At least a solid 3. And you're surprised at who it ends up being.
It's
Actually,
definitely more a like female strong cast.
oh, was some of the best written like
Female
female characters I've ever seen in
Yeah.
anime.
Bro,
yeah.
I love Akame's little sister.
Yeah, dude, she was
so
cool.
She was a little bitch though.
yes, she was
Yeah, no,
so OP.
really OP power. Honestly, imagine getting like a reanimated Death or reanimated fucking.
Horrifying.
Well, what's her name? Oh fuck, the like leader of the Night Raid. I can't remember her name.
Oh,
I love her, too.
Najinda.
Yes. Imagine reanimating her.
Yeah, she was also awesome. She was a great leader, and I'm very surprised that she survived this entire show.
Yeah.
I was expecting her to die.
Well, the leader doesn't lay down their life. The soldiers do.
Erwin says
Just
differently.
kidding.
Yeah, I was like, have you
I'm just
met my man?
playing, bro. I'm just playing.
No, Najinda was awesome. I think. Oh, bro, you cannot tell me that Lubbock does not give you Finral vibes.
Oh, absolutely. Loved it.
I loved Lubbock.
Uh-huh.
And you might hate me for this one. I kind of like Lubbock a little bit more than Finral. Because he did more. And laid down his life.
I'm okay. Am I allowed to bring up anything in the manga?
For Black Clover?
Yeah.
What have I haven't seen?
That funeral dude?
What did he do?
He squared up against him and his brother squared up against a devil.
Yeah, that was cool.
Beelzebub.
Yeah, that was cool.
That's also the thing that
Lubbock-
marked up all of the Golden Dawn.
Yeah, whatever. Lubbock is cool.
Okay,
Let's
moving
be
on,
real-
moving on.
Let's be
I'm sorry.
real. Like that wasn't a big character thing
It was so fucking
for
cool.
him. It was a
It
big
was
character
more for
thing
his
for
brother.
his brother.
Oh, come on. Yeah, agreed.
Like it was
Fair.
about his brother's growth and their bond,
Fair.
not Finral.
Yeah, Fenrir was ready to do that from day one. That's why it's not like development. It's no, like he kind of would have done that.
He
Anyway.
was such a good brother.
Mm-hmm. No, but
Fair.
Lubbock, like I was surprised at how well he could handle himself in like not so favorable situations.
Mm-hmm.
He got caught off guard a lot. He got like he had to do a lot of 1v1s, 1v2s, you know,
Mhm.
and he kept coming out of them like
Pretty
pretty good, pretty unscathed. Yeah, like he had a very good mastery of his ability, his imperial arms.
Yeah.
He's witty and very clever too, and just knows how to fight tactically, and he plays his strength. He's not gonna take on someone that he knows he can't defeat. So he's like a survivor, and I think he was probably one of the most valuable members of the Night Raid.
Fair.
And I wasn't expecting him to
We
be.
definitely felt that when he went down because it was like kind of at a point of the story when we were like, okay, these are the people we need to take care of for us to accomplish this goal,
Mhm.
right? And when he got taken down, man, we still had big players to
Yeah.
take out, and it's like
Yeah. I
was
you felt that
concerned,
loss
yeah.
because it's like, okay,
Mhm.
who are we putting up against them now?
Yeah. And like all of those deaths, pretty much like they caught me off guard, and like I started realizing into the episode, I'm like, oh fuck, they better not. And when like by the time the episode ends, I'm just like, shit, they actually did. Like you'd think they do that typical shonen thing where they make you feel like a character is gonna die because they're getting just a little too much screen time, but then they do the just kidding. But no, they did.
No, they delivered.
No, they
with this show.
delivered on it. They don't hold back their punches.
Nope.
And one of the deaths that really like shocked me was Chelsea's death.
Oh yeah, dude.
Oh man, I felt so bad about that one.
Didn't she get like cut in half?
She got decapitated, bro.
Yeah.
With her own weapon.
Yeah, she got decapitated, and they made a fucking spectacle of her
Yeah.
too. And that just sucked.
It was
Send a message.
Yeah,
Send a
it was to
message,
send
yeah.
a message.
Yeah, no, an effective message, message received. But that was just, not that I didn't like her, but she was a newer member, right? We didn't know too much about her. She was kind of aloof. She kind of separated herself a lot from the group, but also because she's been through shit and she didn't want to get close to them because, as we've seen, people die in the show.
Mm-hmm.
And then the second she started getting close to them and starting like getting attached and started having feelings for like Tatsumi and everything,
She did.
she did. But she didn't go out, just all willy-nilly. Like, she took out major players in this. She severely weakened Akame's sister, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like, that was a lifesaver. And she killed Boars, I think, the flame guy.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, like, really fucking solid.
Man, I like that guy too.
Yeah, he was nice.
I hated that he had to do that job and he hated his
Yeah.
job.
Yeah.
But
He was
he
overall a
got
nice
it.
guy.
He did it.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. Every character was written really well.
Yeah,
honestly.
it was
Like,
a really good show. Really
Yeah.
good anime.
some of the strongest
Everybody
cast of characters
dies.
I've ever seen. Huh?
Everybody.
Everybody fucking dies. And I will say,
Go read that manga.
and I do, yeah. That's one I'm gonna find, and I was gonna ask one of y'all if y'all knew where I can start, because I don't know if the entire thing is different or if it's just kind of like the ending-ish that's a little different.
I'm not too sure.
Okay, we can look into it.
Yeah.
But I want to
Is
see
it
the
part of
difference.
Is it part of like the 2010 era?
I think so.
See, Bunny Lord. That's why I think you would really like it. And I think like if you
You gravitate a lot towards those, like that era
that
of
era,
shows.
like you really like those ones, so I feel like you'd probably really appreciate that one.
Mm-hmm.
I'm so happy you watched that.
Me the fuck too. I think I'm giving it a solid. Oh, I honestly just want to give it a straight 9. Like, it's in my top 10 for sure. It's making my top 10. I don't know where in my top 10, but it is
Once you
there.
assess it,
Yeah, I'll assess it and I'll figure it out. But
fair enough.
easily, like, no doubt about it. I would rewatch it again.
You should try to get that for us, and maybe we'll.
You know,
my actual top 10.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I was thinking about that because I have watched a lot of anime now, and back when we were originally, like years ago when we talked about our top 10, I had only watched maybe 10, if not 11 or 12 animes in total. So like for me, a top 10 list was more like, these are the anime I've watched. You know, I have
Now-
seen a lot more now.
Yeah.
Where's your watch list? Here we go.
It's huge.
I'm surprised that these are what
It's not in
or what
order
that's
by
the
any
top-
means.
Yeah,
Okay.
because I know with the Kame ga Kill, like that's something that I recommended very early on.
You
Like,
did.
like first 5 animes I recommended you because
Mhm.
like that's one of those ones. It's like it's a banger from the start.
Yeah,
To
yeah.
the end.
Oh, every episode was phenomenal.
Yeah, it
Oh.
just
Chef's
hits.
kiss.
Like that's one of those. We've talked about it before. That's one of those with like, if we're recommending an anime, first time anime, Kame ga Kill,
Mm-hmm.
Demon Slayer,
Hmm.
probably My Hero.
Yeah, I could definitely see recommending Akame ga Kill as the first anime.
Yeah, I would. I think most people would receive it. It's it's a little darker and a little more brutal than some of the other ones, but
And it also
Not
sets
bad.
the tone to get those people who don't give anime the chance because they don't take it seriously or view it as a cartoon to understand like
no,
this
it's
is
adult.
a different type of storytelling.
Mhm.
That's all it is.
Yeah, no, I resonated a lot with it. I love the small things because I had expectations because you just naturally do when you watch a show. You see a character, you kind of assume what kind of character they're gonna be, and like as soon as I met Akame, I was like, oh, she's like the quiet, aloof kind, the one that like doesn't really interact much with the group or whatever until maybe the very end. No, she was actually like a caring character, a really nice
Mhm.
character.
Like,
Had a
involved with
quirk, like,
Everybody.
She was super
Yeah.
quirky. She loves food. I'm like, that's cute. Like, that's
Yeah.
funny, And it's something that makes her a little bit more human. And she
Actually cared about all her.
she cared about
her
all of them. And
comrades.
when she cared about Tatsumi, and whenever she checked to see if he was like wounded
Mhm.
or anything, and she was like, I'm so glad that you weren't lying, because like a lot of people lie about not having wounds and then they get infected and then they die. And like, I'm tired of seeing people die. And that's established from the very beginning
Mhm.
all the way through the end of the show.
And then she has to watch everybody
and then
die.
she has to watch everybody die. And like
she's
honestly,
the last one standing.
yeah, she's
Sucks being
honestly
the
more of a main
strongest.
character than like anyone else. Like her and Tatsumi are the main characters in my opinion.
it is
Next to
called Kame.
Esdeath, probably.
That
It's
last
called a
fight,
Kame.
that last fight, like her versus Esdeath, it's such a huge like climactic battle. I always like back in the day when you searched up anime on YouTube, it was just like top 5 most epic anime fights or moments. You know,
Yeah.
it's like that was
That was
always
always up
in
there.
those.
And I can see
videos,
why.
man.
I made sure to watch that on like the TV. I wanted
Smart.
to see that. Oh, dude, it delivered so well. Every time like it had something that they were promising, they always delivered on it.
Yep.
And I don't know, just it hit every box for me. I can't complain. I'm so happy I watched it.
It's low key one of those subtle, like perfect animes.
Yeah.
It's a subtle perfect anime.
Subtle perfect.
Like it has.
that
a
should
good
be its own
beginning.
category, Loki.
It has a good beginning. It does its job, like building character, developing world, having like a concrete like objective, and then
Mhm.
like it ends.
And it ends.
And
Like that's probably my only complaint about the show is that it was really short. I would have watched
Yeah.
3 more seasons of it.
Yeah, easily.
It had the factor that made me fall in love with the Black Bulls with this show.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
the same dynamic. That's why I loved it so much. Because I got to know all of them very quickly and I loved all of the characters.
And I like that too.
Yeah.
I'm so glad you actually watched that now.
Yeah, see, I told you, like I've been watching shit. I just gotta go at my own pace. But I am watching another one now too, and I will tell you when I'm done with it. So
God damn it.
we'll see. So maybe in a month or two we'll talk about the next batch of episodes or animes that I've watched.
Well, and you guys are only gonna find out what Martine's watching if you guys keep tuning in. Appreciate you guys for listening. Alchemist out.
Alchemist out.
Alchemist out.